Greetings, mortals. I am Natas, the ruler of Manga Hell, and today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 303, Glad Tidings. Tidings. I probably a mispronunciation or something. So yeah, in this chapter is the final part of Magicula versus the Clover Kingdom. For now, at least, we'll get into it in later. But so far, this seems to be the end of the battle, and we'll probably get more of I would say, more of a break chapter next week. But I seriously doubt it. But yeah. Anyway, anyways, let's get into this chapter. So the first battle we get is the flashback to after the flashback battle between Exil and Vonica. Or maybe it should be said more of a flashback to Exil and Magicula, whichever. And then we see the narration. I couldn't. We see Nozel screaming, "Mother! Do a thing." After the curse was set on her, mother rapidly wasted away. The members of our family knew nothing. They assumed it had to do with the recent birth. That's odd. I thought that. So I guess Noel was born a little before Magicula's attack. I thought it was actually a bit more of a gap, like a couple of months, and Axel just left, so she'll go was out on a little like picnic. But I guess it was more recent than I thought. Although again, it's stayed pretty vague, so it could just mean that it was recent. It's just that the side effects started to affect her soon. I'm not exactly sure. Women, and I'm not women who actually went to tell me in the comments below. And if this tragedy did happen where your mother passed away, you have my sincerest apologies. But yeah, then we get to it. So I guess this wasn't, and this proves my theory that Magicula was messing with Vonica's brain on the flashback. But yeah, we have when the curse warning spell was cast on Mother, I was hit with a secondary effect. If you tell anyone that Magicula had a hand in Exil Silva's death, you will die. Question. This explains when the curse was sent, but what about Vonica? Wouldn't Nozel still be able to say Vonica, a girl using Devil powers, attack Mother? Maybe it's just supposed to be taken as even if you include Vonica, it's only like a small detail that probably doesn't matter. I'm guessing it's gonna be explained in a question and answer corner in one volume where it's gonna be exact something. Oh, even if Vonica would be a girl, it would still affect. But yeah, anyways, if you talk about it, the one who hit you will also be struck with this curse. The spell will spread like a disease. I can't tell anyone. I'll just have to do something about this myself. I have to save Mother to find a way to break the curse. Spoilers for the chapter, but not really. This chapter actually does not explain or delve into anything how Dorothy got into this fort. Like how did he end up finding out that he can tell Dorothy in the dream magic world? So I am a bit curious on it. So we have Exil being like, Nozel, that's enough. Please stop. If you keep this up, your life will be in danger as well. And then we have Nozel, but it isn't that easy to get stronger. Don't worry though. All of you, one day will be even stronger than me, so live, Nozel. This has been taken by some people to mean that it's gonna be built up to Neba and Sola becoming also stronger than their mother. Which I feel like it's just supposed to be like a parting gift away. Like I wouldn't be surprised it's just something to say, like her being wishing. But who is to say? Maybe like we're gonna have a time skip where Solid and Ebba will be like possibly stronger. But I doubt it. So yeah. No, something to match is I do wonder if it's gonna be revealed that this Axel telling Nozel to stop also may lead to Dorothy, but so far it doesn't from what we've seen. Now we have another 1 year after she was stricken with the curse, mother died. For that year, all I could do was watch helplessly, as we see Nozel biting his lip to a point it's bleeding. And then we have a panel of Exil's grave, and we see a bunch of people there. We see a bunch of maids, and judging by the outfits, butlers, head butler there, and we see Nabra, Solid, Noel, and Nozel, which I do believe was depicted in the anime already. Not sure if it was manga. I believe there's one of those filler scenes that's debatable. The canis is debatable. And then we see something that not everyone seemed to have realized at that time, or maybe it was just not. This is the first time we see it. It's Axel's grave, but the stone that's on Axel's grave is actually the same shape that is on that thing Nozel has. That weird, that weird hairstyle he's got. So yeah, that's what that symbolizes. I mean, Glenn, I feel like we should have probably expected that part of his backstory is gonna evolve that because it's a very weird detail to have. But yeah. No, some people have been mentioning where's Papa Silva? No, since this is such a quick, a couple like 2 panels only, I'm guessing this might that he's just somewhere else. I mean, to me, I feel like he's one of those characters who's not gonna be revealed. That would be his part of the story, which who knows how long that will be. I guess after this arc, he'll probably show up. But for now, he's no stronger. I have to get stronger so that I can avenge Miles someday, so that I can protect my siblings. Nabasot are growing stronger as well, but there be no match for an opponent like that. Which is true. Like, as much as I have problems with the flashback with Vonica, I do have to agree Vonica is way stronger than these two. Like, even in the time they're gonna be training, she's not gonna be any easier to take down. And those two, from what we've seen of time skip, they aren't even close to matching her. Even in base form, which they'll be demolished by Vonica. And well, Nozel, would you teach me magic? If there is no chance that she'll get stronger, it would be best to shut her away. Failures like you aren't needed on the battlefield. And now we have, I guess now we go to a mindset of every time Nozel was like mean to Noel. And actually what he was thinking of. Which I feel like is something we could have all assumed, in all honesty. If she's just going to end up failing the way I do, I should distance from her from the fight. Why did mother have to die giving birth to someone like you? You killed our mother. No, I killed her. I'm useless. I couldn't do a thing. I was afraid of losing more and I ran. I'm a coward. I'm not confident or determined enough to protect anything. At this point, I have no right to involve myself with you. So I guess Nozel was kind of projecting his own feelings on Noel, since since it does make sense why he would feel that way. Like could, but I'm pretty sure he couldn't do anything. Like even if he was like Asta or like that hero from Summer Spa, so what? I doubt he'll be actually able to do anything. Like even if he attacked, I'm sure he would just put Noel in danger. And probably ended with things going even worse. Probably Majiro could probably have used Vonika's body to give an instant kill wound. And then we have Nozel repeating the word stronger, stronger. The logical move is to strive to become the Wizard King. So I guess that explains that Nozel doesn't have as much of an interest in the throne as we have originally thought. It was just something that if I also strive to be the Wizard King, I will also get strong enough for my revenge. And now we have Nozel when he got stabbed by Kira and be like, I can't die now. And I've managed to fight opponents with wicked magic like that devils in that case, which shows us the flashback when Nozel beat Dark Elf Patri. And then we have the meeting where he's like, for the sake of the time, that's bound to come. And then we have Nozel in the Spirit Castle, and we see him, what seems to be holding two dark disciples, staring at, I'm guessing, the curse or the area or something. An opening, basically. And then we have Nozel going in. And now we see everyone's reactions. And we have, right now, I give my thanks to everyone present. Everything I've ever had or ban. At last. And we see the face of Majiko, which seems to be oddly a bit. Majiko is very shocked. And we see the epic panel where Zell's just standing as he's protecting Noel, is going into this attack. We meet again, and we just see Nozel saying a bunch of silver spears right into Magicula. And Magicula seems to be getting covered with mercury. A touching, and Magicula's like, a touching union. Is that what this is? And we see just more and more. I'm sorry, but we devils don't possess that sort of emotion. Although I find enough how Majiko actually started this battle by saying, I do feel sympathy. But now she's like, we don't feel those emotions. And because we was like, no, we don't. We just feel joy and lust. So yeah. You have the strength of steel and the flexibility of water. Don't think you can block this! And then we said, Nozel just continue attacking. My blood is fizzing. Steel has gotten inside. Which is actually something that was mentioned in one of the books, I believe, where mercury magic can actually be poisoned to blood. Which I honestly thought was a bit of a weird thing to give, since, that makes him like a direct counter to blood magic. But I guess it does somewhat make sense. Which I feel like knowing that mercury counters blood magic would probably make him feel even worse. And then we see Nozel completely like destroying Magicula's body, like only a part of her face is remaining and her heart, which is a lot of damage. But even then, you can't destroy the heart of a supreme devil. I guess our hearts are invulnerable. That's surprising information. Like I thought it was just my mortality that kept me from dying. Again, don't ask. And then we have Nozel being like, as expected, I was wrong after all. I shouldn't have shut her away or keep her out of this. We need to go stronger, together. As we see Noelle in her Valkyrie armor, getting ready to slice the heart. And Magica is like, the humans who refuse to give up have beaten, I guess that line is from Noelle, have beaten you, Magicula! And we see Noelle cutting through Magicula in like a cross symbol. So yeah, which I feel like this confirms that Saint Stage actually makes devils weaker in terms of vulnerability and everything. Since Nozelle's Mercury did nothing while Valkyrion was able to completely slice through it. So yeah, I guess that is finally confirms that. And then we get Magica's final dialogue. I was wary, but even so, it appears I misjudged. I thought there was no way I would lose to humans. Is that why I let myself take an interest? Your true strength, humans, in the power of human emotions. So yeah, now we see a soul and a couple of runes. Now some people say that Magicula has actually not died, but has actually went back to the underworld, which does make sense, and since the final panels, which let's just get them over and then just Magicula. And we have Noel and Nozel losing their forms or their magics, and we see the soul beginning to take shape, and we have Exhale embracing Noel and Nozel and saying, you two really have grown strong. Also, by the way, just something because I'm a pervert, but I gotta mention, we see Noel's butt. Some people complain that it feels wrong because, oh, this was a touching moment, so we can see that. I honestly say it's more because it's supposed to be realistic, and since Noel's clothes were destroyed and now her Valkyrie armor is destroyed, and let's be real here, that transformation was not exactly covering everything. And that's why we see it, which I honestly have no opinion. I'm more taking a note of this means now Noel's gonna be naked. And then we see Noel, Axial's spirit leave, and we see Nozel and Noel crying. Well, Noel crying with Nozel just being shocked. So yeah, that's I guess the end for this part of the story. Okay, now back to the whole Magic Club not being that thing. People are saying that because, well, I guess because one reason, Gordon has not participated, another reason, Nozel kind of came here last minute. It's kind of like, alright, we need you to be here because Magicula is the anime and it would be wrong not to have you participate. So, it does make sense why people would say that. Now, how would Magica come? Well, Clifford doors opening. It's the basic way. Now, I do have my theory that Morris will at once release all the Clifford Devils from the second floor to the fifth to Lucifugus's floor. But for right now, essentially, it's up to the floor if it gets when the gates get released. Okay, we still don't know what gate Magicula is in, so as far as we know, the next gate could literally be Magicula. I think it's gonna be the fifth gate, personally, but yeah. So, that's what people say right now. Now, something I should also mention is where are things gonna go from here. Now, I'm assuming the next chapter would be a bit of like a break chapter, something to take off our minds, but I could also see, considering how long this fight has been, considering who participated in this fight, I could see that the next chapter would like immediately take place in the battle between Yuno and Nozel with the Black Bulls showing up. And now people want Patri, and he can appear as well, but the characters who would fail to save Yami have yet to make any, known their locations known. And Z9 is right there, and logically Z9 is the next opponent. So right now it looks like it's gonna be. So I wouldn't be surprised if those Black Bulls, Gray, Ghosh, Henry, Finral, Vanessa, participate in that battle. So yeah, I think we might have going into that category. But we could also have like a briefer chapter where we have, let's say, a bit of a little bit of comedy, a little reaching Morris, and just so I mentioned it, since I'm pretty sure some people have been talking about this, is what will happen to Vonica. I could honestly see the characters just leaving with Vonica maybe having like confused, laying on the ground, having confused thoughts, since I feel like Vonica will now have like some kind of emotional tie. Like she's gonna be Magicula. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. But I could also see, let's say, Nozel coming there and just putting that spear in, or like saying this: if she's still dying, then let's put my mercury in her so she'll die faster because it's like poison in blood. I kind of feel like that would be kind of like you spent so many chapters saying how she's gonna die, no, how she's dying, and make so many moments where you could have made her die, just to like kill her right after. Alright, also now you can kill her. Feels kind of wasteful, and I feel like it would be kind of like bad writing in all honesty. Which, let's be real here, this arc has a lot of that, but let's ignore that. So yeah, those are my opinions on the chapter. I hope you tell me in the comments below what do you think about the chapter, if you liked it, if you dislike it. Anyways, tell me everything in the comments. Guys, like and subscribe for more chapter to reactions in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all people next time. Bye.